I found your new favorite soup recipe. It is a white chicken lasagna soup. It is one of the best soups I have ever made, so you have got to try this recipe. And this video is a part of Souptember. It's a huge collab hosted by my friend Leanne at the Mennonite Farmhouse. She has gathered together some rock star channels, and we are all bringing you a video of a soup recipe every single day in the month of September. So make sure you watch all the videos, because if you comment on each one, you will get entered into a giveaway. She's giving away a $100 gift card to Amazon. So make sure you leave a heartfelt comment on all the videos. And also, I will have that link down in the description box where you can click on the playlist and watch all the videos. And I'll also have Leanne's channel down below. You've got to check out her channel, like and subscribe. She's a rock star herself. She does all kinds of cooking videos. She does canning. She does gardening, baking, just a little bit of everything. So make sure you go check out her channel. And I will have this recipe linked down below. You have got to try it. I'm telling you, I cannot say that enough. Try this at least once. You won't be sorry. So I'll turn you around and show you how I made it. All right, let's get started on the soup. I've got half a block of cream cheese here and bring it to room temperature. 3 tablespoons of flour. I'm going to use my home canned chicken. The recipe calls for just regular chicken, not cooked, but I will have the recipe link down below in the description box. That's just going to make it faster. I've got 2 cups of spinach. It was about 3/4 of the bag. I've got 1/3 cup of Parmesan. The recipe calls for 1/4, but I really like Parmesan, so I'm going to add a little bit extra. Salt and pepper, and I'll have the recipe link down in the description box. I've got some Parmesan cheese here, and I've got some butter. I'm also going to have some oil. We're going to cook the onions in the butter and the oil. The recipe calls for heavy cream, but I'm just going to use half and half, and you can also use like canned milk. I use that all the time too. It's really thick and it's really delicious in a soup. But I've just got 1/3 cup there. I've got 1 onion chopped up, or half an onion chopped up. The recipe calls for 4 cloves of garlic. I'm just going to use 2. And it calls for 6 cups of broth. I had some broth in the freezer from our chickens that we butchered, so that's some organic chicken broth there. And I've got 6 cups. And I'm going to make it in my favorite pot for soup. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on the soup. I melted the butter and the oil. It calls for extra virgin olive oil, and I am using avocado oil. So I'm going to put the onions in here. It's half an onion chopped, and I am going to saute it for about 4 to 5 minutes until it's soft. Okay, the onions are done. I added the garlic in, and I also added the salt and pepper. So I will have the exact measurements linked down below. So now I am going to add my flour, because this is what is going to help thicken up the soup. So I added the flour, and it said to stir it around and cook it until it has a golden brown color. You don't want it too dark, but you want it a little bit dark just because you need to cook out all that flour taste in the soup. Okay, it's been about 3 minutes. So now I'm going to add my chicken broth into that onion mixture and stir that around. And if you are using just regular chicken breasts, you will put that in here now and cook the chicken breast in this wonderful smelling broth. It is smelling amazing in here, y'all. I cannot wait. All right, and we'll put it back on the heat. And now you'll add your noodles. I like mine in smaller pieces, and this is 8 ounces of the lasagna. And if you wanted to use some other kind of noodle, you surely can. You can make this your own, whatever your family likes. And if they don't like chicken, you could probably put like some Italian sausage in here, or maybe some kind of cut up sausage or ground sausage if you like that. I think that would work with this as well, but this is going to be so good. So I am going to cover this and let it cook for about 15 to 20 minutes until the noodles are softened. And then if you were doing this with chicken, just put your chicken in there and cook it for 15, 20 minutes till it's done, and then you will shred that chicken and put it back in. So We'll be back in 15 minutes. Okay, it's been about 20 minutes. I checked it at 15 and the noodles weren't quite done yet. So I am going to add in that cream cheese. I did melt it a little bit in the microwave. I wanted to make sure that this is going to melt. Even though it has been sitting here for a while at room temperature. You just never know about cream cheese. And I'm going to add the half and half. And I reserve the right to add more. So I'm going to stir that around. The recipe calls for mozzarella cheese, but I am not adding that. And I'm going to add the Parmesan. So I'm going to let that cook for 2 to 3 minutes and get all the cheeses melted. Y'all just do not know how good this smells. All right, I am going to add my chicken. I think I'm only going to add half of this because I like the soup part. I don't know why. I don't like the meat as much as I like the soup part. So I'm just going to add half of that in there. And like I said, you can customize this soup so easily with what you like. So now I'm going to add the spinach. The spinach wilts down. And I might even just add a couple more handfuls. I'm telling you, I really love spinach in soup. It's so good. And I saw some recipes where they added carrots in here. They added cannellini beans. I mean, the possibility to customize this to what you like, they're just endless possibilities, I'm telling you. But this is good just as it is. It is so good. I've already tasted it. So I know that adding the spinach and the cheese is going to make it even better than it already tasted. All right, I'm going to let that wilt down for just a minute or so. All right, the spinach is wilted. And now I'm just going to add some freshly grated Parmesan cheese in here. I mean, if it could not get any better, it just got better. I mean, look at that. My goodness. Just like a lasagna and a lot less work. I mean, come on, y'all. All right. I'm going to put mine in a bowl and we're going to eat. Okay, y'all. I'm going to eat my soup. I'm going to try it. This is delicious. How have I not tried this before? I've never made it before, but this is something you've got to try at least once. That's delicious. Highly recommend. I think this is a 10 out of 10. I thought the chicken gnocchi soup was my favorite, but not anymore. It's like the best of a lasagna, but easier to make and better. 10 out of 10. All right, y'all, make this recipe. I'm telling you, you won't regret it. So I'll have the recipe link down below. I'll also have Leanne's channel link down below. Make sure you go and like and subscribe. And I'll have the playlist link too, so you can watch all the videos. Make sure you comment on all the videos and get into the drawing for that $100 Amazon gift card. And I'll have all that information linked down below as well. So I hope y'all have a wonderful day, and I'll see y'all in the next video.